Torquay to Tbilisi, day one, and rolling out from Torquay this morning, heading up to Dartmoor for a couple of nights, and then down towards the ferry to Santander from Plymouth. So sorting the gear, getting the bike sorted, and seeing if anything's missing. T-shirt weather is absolutely glorious. Bodes well for northern Spain, and heading for Morton Hampstead just now to go and pick up some supplies for tonight. Bit of an issue here already from my rather overzealous bungeeing. Day two, and on a rather foggy, misty Dartmoor this morning. I've begun with a little dip in the pool here. Unfortunately, my towel has been saturated from last night's dip. It is smaller than a tea towel, and so I'm air drying this morning. Classic Dartmoor conditions today. Mist has gone right in, but I'm a couple of miles away from Whitcomb in the Moor, where I'm meeting the old man for swift fish and chips. Princetown. Middle of Dartmoor, bleak as ever. I'm at the Visitor Information Centre here in the middle of town. I've just been in Whitcomb for a big lunch. Just camped up at Dartmoor Reservoir in the woods here, southwest side of Dartmoor. It's about 5:30 and nice and sheltered area. It was absolutely blowing a hoolie on the moor, so nice and sheltered in the woods. And I'm going to head into Yelverton and enjoy my last night on English soil, have a pint and get some water for tea, and then come back and hope the tent is still here when I get back, because camping is not officially allowed. Day three, rolling out. Had a pretty damp camp last night in the forest up behind Dartmoor Reservoir, and quite a late start, 10:30 on the road this morning. Quite a lot of faff packing up, so we'll hopefully be streamlining that over the next few days. And I'm going to head down to Plymouth. It's about 10-15 miles down to Plymouth, and I'm going to try and seek some spokes for my repairs kit and head for the ferry port, Santander today! Bloody windy today. Happy to be descending down towards Plymouth and in the trees and slightly out of the wind. Here we are, Plymouth Continental Ferry Terminal, with plenty of time to spare too. Day four begins, and the Spanish coast is in sight, so 3 or 4 hours away, and already a nice southerly breeze bringing the warm Spanish air. Had a pretty good night last night. It was slept out in the reclining seat lounge on the floor, did the job, and nice coffee and a croissant for breakfast this morning. am in Santander. It's been a bloody nightmare so far. Very industrial. Impossible to find a line around the coast, so I had to come quite a way inland through the city. And really, really windy as well. Blowing up dust into my face. Not ideal. That over there is the boat that I've just arrived on today. And I have got as far as this. Just been reliably informed that there's a ferry that goes across the harbour here, which would save me 2 hours of battling through the busy roads and industrial areas, but never mind, no for next time. Santander, just gone 6 o'clock and got my head down, got some miles under the wheels after the ferry fiasco, and this is actually as far as I can progress today pretty much, because there's a ferry that I have researched this time that starts at 9 o'clock in the morning across the next estuary. So I'm going to pop the tent up somewhere here tonight and get on the boat tomorrow morning sometime. Tucked up in the tent just now. It's 10 PM, just down by the beach, and had a little exploration across to the town, picked up a beer, and did a bit of plotting en route for the next couple of days, and thinking about trying to get across to Pamplona in 2 days, which is about 110 a day. Lots of big hills, a few passes to go over, but yeah, settling into the trip. It's been a great day. I'm bloody knackered, and I need to eat a lot of couscous and a lot of oats to get rid of the weight. So I'm going to work on that when I wake up in the morning tomorrow. Well, as you can tell by the noise, I ended up camped on something of a construction site, but it is right on the beach, so not too bad. It was extremely windy last night, so there was a fair bit of mechanical stabilisation of the tent using my knees in the night. It wasn't much fun, but yeah, hopefully it's going to drop off a bit because I'm going to be cycling into it today otherwise. I'm glad this guy didn't find his way in last night. Big fella. A big climb so far today. Rolled out Laredo about 11:30 and aiming for a place called Torquay for lunch. Just sat here on the aero bars, cruising along at 10-15 miles an hour, just gently climbing. Absolutely lovely. For a lovely little lunch in just Westo. Now I'm climbing very slowly on a sea road. I've done about 20-25 kilometres today, leisurely mileage. Pamplona, 200k away tomorrow is very unrealistic, but we'll see how we feel. Absolutely no rush at all. Good ciclista! Gotta be good! Okay. Torquay. Just rolling out of Torquay, where I got chatting to Pedro and Ada, who were parents of a daughter who did a lot of bicycle touring, about my age I think, and so bought me lunch for that, which was very kind of them. But having done so, descended most of the way back to sea level, so now have a massive climb up ahead, and hoping to get another 45k or so done today. Rolling out of Amuro, where I stopped for a cerveja and had intended to get something to eat as well, but of course Spanish people don't eat at 6 or 7 o'clock, So that was hard to come by. However, the guy behind the bar obviously took pity on me and gave me a slice of omelette-y things. I started to wonder why I was feeling tired, because I'd eaten enough and I'd drank quite a lot, and I think it's because I've ridden 80k today with 1,000 metres of elevation gain with a fully laden bike, and I'm actually just getting a bit tired. So I'm now just trying to find a spot to stick the tent for the night and tuck in some fruit and vegetables that I acquired from the greengrocer. Actually found my spot pretty quickly here in a little field, and hopefully nobody around to bother me. Pop tent up.